Yeah, Austin Blaski, graduated from Marietta in 2012 and was a pitcher on the baseball team. Obviously played high school baseball, and really when it came down to it was deciding whether I wanted to try to continue to play baseball in college or just go like a traditional, Ohio State or something like that to just kind of continue the education and not play baseball. So my high school baseball coach actually went here and was roommates with Coach Brewer, so he kind of pushed me to try, give it a try, and at least see where it could go. So that's really what ended me up here, and I'm super glad that that happened. Coming in, they had just came off their one of their worst years they've ever had, and so I think we had a lot of freshmen, and I came in to play infield, and I pitched a little bit, but that wasn't my main position. Quickly learned that needed to be my main position, as I wasn't going to make it in the infield. So just the buildup of my freshman year, making the regional by the skin of our teeth, and getting knocked out there. Next year a little better, and then obviously junior and senior year, winning the national championship both years. So I think just the progression and the core group, especially in 2011 and 2012, that stuck together and kind of created like a family atmosphere, was really important, and something that I can look back on today. And one of the reasons I think was why we were so successful, and just didn't want to let your teammates down, who you have spent 99% of your time with since being on campus. Eating, living, practice games, everything was with teammates. So I think that kind of atmosphere created in the program was really made us successful, and one of the reasons that we were able to kind of get over that hump of the regionals and get into the World Series and win the World Series back-to-back times. Never really thought about being in the Hall of Fame. I think from the minute you step on campus here, especially in the baseball program, it was about being successful as a team, and every practice ends with that thought of winning the national championship and getting to the national championship, and that was always the team goal. I don't think anyone in the baseball program steps on campus and their first thought is, I can't wait to get in the Hall of Fame. So it's a huge honor to look back at now and being recognized this weekend, but in the moment it's never really thought about. You see guys getting inducted every year. I feel like there's a baseball player from the past every year getting inducted, and it just kind of goes in one ear and out the other. It's a cool honor and something that is definitely super special looking back on it now. But in the moment, when you're here, it's all about the team success, I think. And I think the team success has a huge part in why the three baseball players are here today, winning those two championships as that team. But looking back on it now, something definitely I'm super proud of, and honored to be kind of inducted alongside some other greats. The huge part of it was obviously Coach Brewer and Coach Deegan. They were here all 4 years of my time, so having those constant, while we had a couple pitching coaching change, you work with them a lot, obviously being a pitcher, but having those constant, the assistant coach and head coach being the same throughout all 4 years, I think that really helped us kind of, you never had to reset. You knew you were building off 1 year to the next year. You never took a step backwards, and I think that was something that made us super successful. The most disappointing was obviously you grow super close with your teammates, and after it would have been my sophomore year, we had lost in the regional to Heidelberg, and I remember just like a handful of us just sitting in the dugout, like not wanting to leave the dugout, because then you knew the season was over. You go home, play summer ball, and that kind of core group is done. So that's probably the most disappointing, is like ending the season in a failure. But then obviously couple of the greatest moments, celebrating on the field when you finally achieve that goal, especially the first year, my junior year, when we won our first national championship. Something we've been working for, so hard for. We had lost only 4 games all year, and it was you win this game, you win the national championship. If you lose it, like, season's a failure basically. So a lot of pressure, but I think we stepped up, and that was one of the greatest moments, just doing it for your teammates and knowing that you can't lose or it's going to be devastating. So, and then being able to perform in that situation, I think was one of the greatest moments. The biggest thing that kind of sticks out to me is just sticking with it. There's a lot of times you do a lot of stuff when you're an 18, 19-year-old kid where you're like, this is not like, this isn't supposed to happen. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I running 10 miles on a Saturday morning? Stuff like that. And that doubt always creeps in, like, is this for me? Should I be doing this? And I think sticking it out was, so super important for me. Didn't play much as a freshman, and then was able to kind of succeed after that. So for everyone coming in, you're going to have those thoughts of, why am I doing this? And I think just sticking it out and seeing the long process will definitely pay off.